Hi and welcome to Ripon. Now Ripon is one of the safest places to live in the UK, and let's face it, it's a beautiful place to live as well. But once a year, the middle of the town is cut off and we have a procession. It's for St Wilfred's Day, which St Wilfred is a patron saint of Ripon who basically was instrumental in actually creating the cathedral and the church in the area. And we're going back well over 1,000 years to when they started. If you've never been to the cathedral in Ripon, well worth a visit. But St Wilfred's Day procession, it's 2024, and I thought I'd show you what it's all about. If you've ever been to it, why not put your comments and tell other people about how it was and what Ripon's really like. And I'll see you at the end of this video. Bye for now. Now, Morris dancers have been around for hundreds of years, and the thought is that they originated from workers having a bit of fun, messing about, but there's also fertility things involved with this. Ripon is one of the few places where they actually have their own Morris dancers. Now these are the Air Cadets. They actually are pushing red wheelbarrows, and that's because the RAF's stunt team, the Red Arrows, that's how they practice their routines on the ground before they actually get into the air. So that's why they've got the red wheelbarrows there. Strange, I know, but now I'm going to be talking through quite a bit of this purely because of the copyright rules on music. I will try my best not to talk through certain things, but with me talking over it, then you don't get your Mr. YouTube complaining about the copyright side of things. So sorry about that. If you're bored of my voice, mute it by all means. Now these sort of processions used to go on everywhere throughout the UK. Every town used to have something of this nature. It has died down tremendously. There are still a few other places that do it, but not that many nowadays. Look, you've even got Lego men there. Not bad. Now this one I quite liked. Obviously it's Greece and all the pink ladies there. But quite a bright, cheery music to go along with the theme of it. Sort of thing everybody sings at the karaoke, isn't it? And the Wild West, so if you're from America, please apologise for some of the characters on here. And some of them are very, very tongue-in-cheek, aren't they? Now, this particular weekend is actually Yorkshire weekend, the white rose being the sign for Yorkshire, and we're in the middle of the Yorkshire, so that's why that's going along. And the Yorkshire colours, white, blue with a touch of yellow. And this is for Glastonbury. If you're not in the UK, you probably don't know what Glastonbury is, but it's a major festival, music. You get top musicians to go there, and it lasts for days and days. Famous for being so wet, and you have to wear wellies when you go there. Some of this music, I really do hope that you can hear it in the background and I don't have to mute it, because it is some great music playing in the background. And for some reason we've got a second
Western themed one. These are all done by companies in the local area, and it's a competition each year to see which creates the best float. These type of events are really family orientated. Sometimes they'll throw sweets from the lorry to the kids. This particular one, for a bit of fun, bubbles blowing everywhere. Makes it just a bit more fun, doesn't it? A bit more lively. And obviously the bright colours, nice and cheerful. St Wilfred's Day happens the beginning of August each year, and each year the floats are slightly different. You may have noticed that a few months back I did one for last year's, but and here we've got Top of the Pops. If you're American you won't know what Top of the Pops are, but it was a TV series that ran for 20-30 years, and even now they do the best of Top of the Pops on TV channels. Some great music blasting out. And then you get people who put some real effort into their floats. Anybody fancy a trip on the ghost train? Just a bit more fun, I think, that one. Personal preference, the grease one and the ghost train one. What did you think were best ones? You'll notice there's quite a few tractors driving past. That's because of where we are. We're very rural. Well, now they've actually entered the centre of Ripon. Ripon gets absolutely packed. If you do want to visit on this day, you do need to get there in the morning. It tends to run from about 1:30 to about 3:30. They go around the centre of Ripon, stop off for a beer, get back on, go around again and end up at the cathedral. So it is quite a good afternoon. And in the meantime, in the centre of Ripon, they've got all sorts going on for the kids. I run round just to show you how busy the centre of Ripon is itself. So while the floats have gone for a drive a little bit further round and to have a drop off for a drink, you've got this in the centre of Ripon going on. You've got face painting, you've got over here a little motor kart area. You've also got a climbing thing. You've got a place where you can see how good you are at football. It's aimed towards the kids. Just a fun day. Even got trampolines. Bit of fun, isn't it? So, how many balloons can you fit in a tractor? We've certainly squashed them in that one. And then you've got the little stalls where you've got your tombola, things like that. And there you've got a group singing. Female choir of some format. A few women on stilts. So let me take you for a very quick run round the centre of Ripon. The marketplace in the centre. At the end of here we've got the Waitman's house, hundreds of years old. Just going past the town hall. Ice cream van, the red telephone boxes. So plenty going on. And of course there's Greg's. And back to where we begin. As I say, they go out, do one part of the town, stop off for a drink, and here they are on their way back. But this time, they've gained a few extra people at the beginning of it. And we're starting off with the Ripon Brass Band. And behind them is supposedly St. Wilfred himself and a few monks. Well, they're not monks, but dressed up accordingly. And in there's a few people who are actually part of the cathedral itself. And just behind this car is the Ripon hornblower. Every night at 9 o'clock blows 4 times to signify that the city of Ripon is safe. Gone on for hundreds of years. Not quite sure who's in the cars. And here come the Morris dancers. Very, very English. And I think that's supposed to be Thomas the Tank Engine. Ripon's version of the Red Arrows again. And some people dressed up from the stage production of Wicked, I believe. I may be wrong on that. And here comes Lego again. I suppose everything's awesome there. I'd hope so anyway. I'm trying to cut out any long gaps there are between the floats on this part, because you have seen them before, but this is either side of the float, so there might be people watching it who are on the floats. And Greece again. T-birds. Come on, T-birds, give us a shake. Hiya. There you go. A lot of chills going on there. Very, very greasified. Few little horses. Sort of. We can tell which one's coming next then, can't we? Yes, it's one of the cowboy ones. The Wild West. Ah, but now they've changed a little bit, or did I miss it last time? I think they're doing some moonshine now. Certainly seem to be enjoying themselves a little bit more now. They've had a few drinks inside them. And now the Yorkshire Day float. Being from Yorkshire, and Yorkshire's a very big county, it's split politically between north, east, south and west, but it is the biggest county if you count it as one, which by rights you should do. And now Glastonbury, with a porter cabin toilets there. Certainly have some music blasting out of this one. Can hear it above most of the others. I think the only exception to that was the Grease one. That was certainly the loudest one, I think, by a long shot. Or maybe I just enjoy it more. And here we are, Western again. Not quite sure which one's the better of those two. I suppose one doing the moonshine might be better, but this one's very cowboys and Indians. Might be offensive to a few people, but there you go. Now when that goes past, you'll notice in the background there's a shop called Appleton's. If you come to Ripon, get a pork pie from there. Fantastic pork pies, etc. Going for a sausage roll, personally I would go to Greg's, but for pork pies, they are renowned. Appleton's. And that's the nice bright bubble blowing float. Very, very bright and colourful on that. Followed by Top of the Pops again. And Top of the Pops, seriously, if you're not from the UK, it was around forever. And I think apart from those after 2000s, it was the programme that you would watch for music. But things change and move on, don't they? And I think this is the final float, which is the ghost one again. Very spooky. So do you fancy a ride on the ghost train? Very, very good. And they put an awful lot of effort into that one.
Well, I hope you enjoyed St Wilfred's Day today. It was full of fun, games, the floats going past, everything you could possibly want for a young family to enjoy. If you've been, why not? Tell me about it in the comments. And I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Bye for now.